Marlon, the fourth goal in 4 games at Fleetwood, was that the most enjoyable one to strike?
Yeah, especially it being on my left foot. I plucked it from. It took a while to come down as well, so I'm glad I got it on target really, because with my lefty it probably could have gone anywhere. But I kind of scored a similar one at Wimbledon, but the strike was more sweeter, against Fleetwood.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk on television recently about the difficulty of hitting a ball that's coming down from that sort of height, and especially on your weaker foot. So, what sort of do you practice that much?
Do you know what sometimes we do a few shooting drills and shooting practices, and there's always a few volley ones at the end. Generally my left foot's okay. It's more than just standing on it. I can use it, but like I said, there's always a bit of a lottery when it's come down that. But I see it all the way, and I watched it onto my foot and made sure I got good connection with it.
Yeah, I know a couple of them have been penalties, but you got 4 goals now. You only had 2 before the Swindon thing happened. So what do you put that down to? Do you think you just the fact that you're playing well, or just getting into the right positions?
Yeah, I'm playing well, getting in the right position. Probably someone watching down on me. I don't know. There's a bit of luck on my side in a minute, and sometimes in football you need that. So it's been great to be in this kind of form. My goals always seem to come in spells anyway. When I got the 2, it was in consecutive games. So I tend to score in patches. So hopefully I don't miss one now, because I think if I stop scoring now, I won't score now at the end of the season. So the aim at the beginning of the season is always to try and beat your achievements from last year. So I've got 6 now, and I got 7 last year. So if I can beat the 7, I'll be happy.
Yeah. When do you, from your point of view, was the last time you think Cheltenham passed the ball that well as you did at Fleetwood?
It was probably the Wycombe game. I think the 5 in there could have gone either way really, but we haven't been getting crosses in the late, and there's no disrespect to the winners, but something's just not working. So a bit of a bold move by the gaffer really, playing on us when apart from Sammy, who offers something a little bit different. Even Sammy are all generally central midfielders. So obviously the process of that was to try and be comfortable with the ball, and even in defensive areas, instead of lumping it, which sometimes you have to. We're in League 2. Sometimes you have to just clear your lines, but we were cool and measured, and passed out, and ended up attacking from them areas. So it was pleasing performance-wise, but I'd rather have the 3 points than an ugly win at the end of the day. So that's a disappointing thing, but it's given us belief now, I think, because performances of late haven't been great. So if we can maintain those performance levels, I'm pretty sure we'll get the win now. We've had a bit of luck drawing games, but when you're kind of in a kind of little rut, some things don't go for you, and sometimes we had ourselves to blame. We probably could have seen the game out, but when you're leading 1-0, worst comes to worst, you expect to win 1-0. So that's disappointing, and I'm sure we'll work on things in the week to make sure we're a bit more solid come set pieces come Saturday.
Yeah. Do you think that's the best you and Jason Taylor have played together in the middle?
I think. Do you know? I think me and Jason have had a good kind of partnership in there, considering the first game Southend, that was I've only trained a few times with him. So the games that we played, it's been 4. I know we haven't lost, but I feel we've had a good understanding in there. But it was good, and it was a kind of different role this time, because both of us are kind of steadying the ship. Usually it's 4-4-2 that we have been playing. It's been taking turns, but our job was kind of pick on the loose balls and start the attacks again. So it's been enjoyable in there with Jason, but that's just been enjoyable playing football.
Yeah, Sam Deering, you can't, even though he's small, you can't miss him around the place. He's very loud, isn't he? And he's been just waiting for that chance all season. It's probably his best role with a lot of you behind him. He can do what he wanted, basically. What are your views on his performance, and do you think you've been waiting to see that from him all season, really?
In all fairness, he's been unlucky. For me, he's I love the way he plays football. That's that's how I like to play. But we're kind of different players, but we've got the same mentality, and even in training, he's always lively, and like I said, I think personally he hasn't been used enough this year, but he showed on Tuesday night what he can do, and he's something different to, like I said, to what we've got. He's bright, he's tidy, and to be fair, his attitude's been great. You're going to be annoyed not playing, and if he carries on like that Tuesday, he'll end up playing every game to the end of the season. So it would have been worth it. So Sammy's, for me, a very good footballer. Even when I've come across him, he's always been live and always had a decent game. So he could be kind of that missing link in there that we've needed to kind of be a bit more creative in the final third. So hope it continues, for his sake and for the team.
Have you spoken to Alan Bennett since he left?
I have done a few times. I congratulated him on his score. I might give him a text today or tomorrow just to have a bit of banter with him. Yeah, you're gonna, like you said, we was with him for a year and a half, and it was a long first season. So in football, friendships get formed really quickly. So we'll be friends, and until and then when it comes 3 o'clock, we'll be enemies, and then after that we'll be friends again. So it'd be good to see him again. I'm pretty sure we'll get a great reception because even if he's here for a short time, he's a really good servant to the club.
Yeah. So do you think if as frustrating as it was not to win on Tuesday, if you can play like that between now and the end of the season, do you think you give yourself a pretty good chance of getting in where you want to be? Yeah.
Listen, after the game, it was like we lost the game. The boys were deflated, and too right. We all know that we only had ourselves to blame, and the results of lately haven't been good enough. So but you have a day off and you kind of assess things, and you've got to take the performance into a positive step now. That's the only thing we can do. So if we do keep performing like that, I'm pretty sure luck will come our way, and now, like I said, all the boys are determined to put things right. So it'll be hard work in training, and hopefully put a similar performance on Saturday and get the 3 points that we deserve, and start pushing really now and go on a run. Like I said, the positives are we're undefeated, but the draws probably against the lower teams have killed us, because that probably looked a good result on Tuesday. We need to get some wins now on the table, because fortunately for us, it's still really tight up there, and a win could propel us straight into full 1 point or third. So we need that win now, and hopefully it will come Saturday.
Yeah, brilliant.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, Mark.
Just one from me, Marlon. Numbers in midfield. I mean, the 5-man midfield is a brave choice by the gaffer, but I suppose if you control the midfield, you control the game, don't you?
I think that was kind of the gaffer's faults, really. Probably made it a bit easier for him, because he's probably been having a few headache selections with. Like I said, I think this season we're kind of blessed in the. I know we were last year, but we got more options there on centre midfield, so it kind of made it a bit easier for him. But like you said, it was probably one of our better performances for a long time now. So yeah, like I said, if we can control it, which with the quality we've got in there, in the football that we play, if we can do that, we generally control the game, and I think that did show on Tuesday, because Fleetwood didn't have a clear chance, but that was down to us being in good control of the possession and not giving the ball away. So hopefully it continues. That we can't get too carried away. Like I said, we drew. I'm not being negative, we drew, and it was only one game. So if we can contain a bit of consistency with that, it should bode well for the last few games. I don't know where this. Obviously, we're at home on Saturday, so I don't know how the kind of gaffer will go. But that system showed it works definitely away, and I wouldn't see why not it couldn't work at home as well, because we did probably create most chances as well in the game in the long time with just one striker. So we'll just see where the gaffer goes.